we are in and about every month, we are growing 30 to 50% gradually. And our monthly sales is between 15 to 30 L, from 15 lakhs to 30 lakhs. And we are selling in about, we almost crossed our 10,000 bottle.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
how we've been building our brand so far. In London or in England or all over the Europe, people buy perfumes as per the weather conditions. So I thought, let's give it a try in India as well. I'll give her perfumes as per the weather conditions. So if you've seen in our lineup, they are every perfumes defined as their weather conditions as well.
Hi, Shantanu. How are you?
I'm great, Rachit. How are you?
I am doing well as well. So, Shantanu, for our listeners, if you could give a small introduction of who you are, what do you do?
All right. So, hi, guys. My name is Shantanu, and I'm the founder of éclat Maison. It was a long journey, and we've
Mm-hmm.
put it a foundation in 2022 when I was in London. And then in 2025, we launched our brand in October. So, in next 2 months, our brand will be of 1 year.
Oh, that's
So,
lovely.
yeah,
A very happy birthday in advance to
thank you.
to your brand. So, Shantanu, how did you end up? How did you take the plunge into entrepreneurship?
All right. So, it's a short story. I was in London. I was doing a master's in marketing. So when I was doing a master's in marketing, I've seen people over there. They are like into perfumes, into shoes, into watches, into a different sort of. There was different genre in lifestyle. So I started from there. I thought, why not we try this in India? Because this is a different approach. Because at times you've seen in few of the vlogs and everything, people who came outside from outside from other countries and other country and came to our India, they feel like the Indian people are stink, and these are like, I'm not talking about everyone. It's all about the one who are below poverty and everything. So I thought, let's give our people, our country, perfumes which define their identity. Because in London or in England or all over the Europe, people buy perfumes as per the weather conditions. So I thought, let's give it a try in India as well. I'll give her perfumes as per the weather conditions. So if you've seen in our lineup, they are every perfumes defined as their weather conditions as well.
Got it. Yeah. So you're what what you thought you started with the ideology that okay, since we have so many different weathers,
Yeah,
why our perfume should also be related to weather? Because of course, in summers you end up sweating more. In winters, there's a very
true.
different. That's very interesting. And how is the brand doing now? Like, give us some numbers. What in terms of revenue, in terms of bottles, um, in
Sure.
the last 10 months, how has it been?
So, sure. From when we started in October 18th, so from October till December, we didn't have so much order. It's just pre-orders we got.
Okay.
So that's how we started. So
Right.
we've changed our approach, our marketing approach, and since January, we until today, so we are in and about every month we are growing 30 to 50% gradually, and our monthly sales is between 15 to 30 L, from 15 lakhs to 30 lakhs. And we are selling in about, we almost crossed our 10,000 bottle.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
how we've been building our brand so far.
That's amazing. So for the first 3 months, you had sold three bottles, and then you're doing 30 lakhs a month. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's also inspiration for people, because when you start, of course, you'll have some thought that okay, this is who my customer is. This is how I should build, and then you learn from those mistakes, and then you
Yeah.
grow with that. So you said that different seasons need different perfumes, and explain to me, as a layman, that how do you define a perfume for a season?
All right. So let's start with the basic one. Because when you talk about perfumes, there are 5 to 6 layers of it.
Okay.
First, you say the woody notes, the floral one,
Mm-hmm.
the aquatic, and there are few fruity as well, and some sweet notes as well. So when we start from top, it's woody means you got sandalwood, you got oud, you got amberwood, you got cedarwood, So these are the woody notes. That's we call
Right.
this perfume smells so woody. You've seen lots of perfumers and perfume influencers talk about it's so woody and everything. So that's how you derive
Hmm.
woody from that note. We come down to floral one. In floral, you get lavender, you'll get rose, so lilies, and these sort of perfumes get in a floral one. So
Okay.
when you come down to this aquatic, you got ambroxin, you got ocean breeze, ocean accord. So these are the fragrances you get in oceanic aquatic fragrances. When we call it fresh, we feel like fresh. The perfumes give us a fresh fragrance. So
Right.
that's how you can judge. And come down to sweet note, they are sweet like if you talk about mandarin, if you talk about any other sweet note like bharat rose, it's very
Hmm.
sweet. So this is how we call a sweet. There's one more catch. Like now we are in India, there are gourmand. Gourmand fragrances are very famous. These are the fragrances where you can get coffee, you can get tres leches,
Hmm.
tiramisu, and all these notes. So these are the gourmand notes. So this is how you
Hmm.
can derive these notes.
Got it. Got it. And when you actually formulate a perfume, right? How do you think that okay, which note will go with which note, and how do you build a final product from from a mixture of these notes? Like how does that process look like behind the scenes?
All right. So I'll start from the start in 2022. I came back to India in 2024. Over in 2022 till 2024, I was doing in formulation. There's a whole formulation like top note, mid note, and base note. Let's describe the top,
Okay.
mid, and base. All right. Top note is that note when you spray the perfume first time and which fragrance you're getting. This is the top note. And when you spray it on our body, and after 15 to 20 minutes, the mid notes start coming up. And after 5 to 6 hours later on, so then they start the base note. So how you can this is the pyramid of the perfumes, top, mid, and base. In top notes, there we have the set formulas. It's proven and every perfumers use this. There is a like by their blending factors. If you're
Okay.
using, if I talk about my sold out product, there is two product, Rivage Blanc and Cafe de Mignon. So in Rivage
Hmm.
Blanc, what we do is we've created a oceanic perfume, aquatic perfume. So
Right.
what we do is our opening notes, our top notes are the green apple, neroli, and bergamot. So we look into their blending factors, then we calculate all the blending factors together, like add them. Then when it's a formulation, it's a big maths. So that's how you
Right.
can get like how much ml this is gonna get inside a jar before blending or before mixing any perfumes. So that's how we drive every and define every perfumes and make a formulation accordingly.
Hmm. Very interesting. And do you think there's something beyond a formulation? Like, for example, let's say if there's a competitor who gets hold
All
of
right.
your formulation, who understands that, okay, this is exactly what you're doing. Could they just copy it and build something of their own?
To be precise and to be frank with you guys, like yes, they can copy our fragrances, but you've seen in old Delhi as well, people are having dupes. How they're getting dupes? Because they've copied
Correct.
the formulation. But it's all about the ingredients, it's all about the oil quality, it's all about the method you're using. You might copy the
Hmm.
perfume's fragrance, but the long lastingness and the perfume, how it smell, how it gets into your nose, this is how you can make a difference in a perfume, in a particular perfume. Like if it's synthetic, automatically it gonna get to your brain and it'll give you a headache. And if it's natural one, if it's a good quality fragrance oil, if it's a good EO, then it'll get smoothly into your nose. So this is how you can differentiate your perfume from
Hmm.
dupes.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. Like it's not. So it goes beyond just the formulation, just the smell, right? It has a more
Yes,
deeper meaning to it, of course. And of course also the brand that you've built, right? Like even if someone copies the way it smells, you cannot copy everything around it, right? Because it's also
true.
a lot of perception which goes into yeah, like
Yeah,
your bottle and how someone feels when they're wearing it, not just not just how it smells. So in the last, like for example, you said that the first 3 months were bad, right? You just did three bottles in the first 3 months, and of course then you've scaled. What has been the hardest week in your journey from 3 bottles to 30 lakhs a month?
To be sure, to be very fair with you guys, like first 3 months was like, we are starting, we started. So 3 orders for me is like, okay, we are existing in a market now. People are liking at least 3 bottles been sold. So these 3 months, those 3 months, October till November, December was the hardest one for me. To be very frank with you guys, to be very
Right.
blunt. And if you talk about the situation, like whenever, at what time I felt like, okay, how this brand gonna make? And if in my wildest dream, I would never thought like, will this gonna make it? For me,
Hmm.
I never thought it. Like I would never, this thought never came into my mind. Like it might make or it might build, or we are building something. Will we gonna fail or not? It never come into mind. I feel like I will make it work. I'll make it done, and I'll
Hmm.
make it big.
Right. And what was that decision that made your, that made that flip from when it was not working? I'm sure you must have been trying a lot, and then suddenly something must have clicked, right? Which then
Yeah. Yes.
got you to the other side of the game.
In founders thought, when you're starting a brand, it's not about the perfume brand, it's every other brand. When you started something, never thought like, never get an idea like you are doing right. Everything is you're doing right. You have to make some transitions in your ideas. You have to build a team around you. It's not like we have started, we don't spend money, we don't have to give a salary. This is a risk. You've opened a
Correct.
brand, you've launched your brand. So this already you took a risk in your life. But without, if you're holding up money and not giving out to the people, because you're doing everything. Because me and Mrinal are the only one who's doing everything
Right.
from making formulations to packing the bottles to do the designing and everything. So there's a part which is lacking in our head, like creativity, marketing strategy, and everything. So rather than you going for the two minds, go for the different minds as well. Like build team around
Right.
you guys. So delegate your work accordingly. So
Hmm.
then you'll have the broader perspective, broader ideas, a bright mind towards your brand as well. So this is what we thought. And we never thought like we are doing right. Because there's a
Hmm.
time we feel like we are doing right and nothing is going, it's nothing falling in our line. So there was a
Hmm.
time I felt like, no, no, I'm not thinking right way. Let's
Correct.
come down to paper. Let's go start doing some little more homework as well. And let's build
Right.
together. So that's what I did. I made a mistake as well.
Correct.
So we have to own ourselves. Own it. There should be a ownership regarding yourself. Like you made a mistake, you're doing something wrong. That's why it's not working.
Hmm. And what was the mistake which you feel that you had to correct to actually make it work?
Firstly, what we started, like we've started with 3 bottles, with 3 perfumes and 2 candles. So our 2 bottles are same, one is different, and packaging is threefold packaging, and which in that packaging is like a lot of content in talk about the lot of writing, lot of numbers, and lot of we've it's packaging was cluttered. And
Hmm.
if I talk about at that moment, I feel like we are making mistake by launching these fragrances. It's not sorry, these bottles with this sort of a packaging. So that's how we directly change our packaging. We change our packaging, we change our approach, we change our bottles, we revamp everything, our brand identity to brand image. We change everything. So this was a mistake we made initial
Hmm.
stages. And someone told me one thing like before making a beautification of a product, first get into a market, then do a
Right.
beautification. At least exist in the market. So this is what we
Correct,
did.
correct. And then you can, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, so looking back, it probably was not a mistake at the end of the day, like, because
Mm,
that's how, otherwise, you cannot, you keep on perfecting things and you don't end up entering the market at all, right?
yes.
So, better done than none, right? I think
Yes.
so, that is always there. That at least कुछ आया market में, right? कुछ आप आया, and then ठीक है, of course, then you get feedback, understand कि अच्छा what is not, what is
Yes,
working, what is not working, and then you improve on that. Shantanu, now in your case, how much of your sales channel is retail versus e-com?
we are whole solely working through our digital platform from our own website. We are not nowhere in any e-commerce platform, not in Blinkit, not in Amazon. We are nowhere. We are
And
just
not even
focusing.
retail shops, only through your own website?
Yes, but yes, there's a lot of things are coming. We've been working on. We've been looking for a store now, and we are
Right.
opening a store in Delhi. And with a different blend, we're making to a lifestyle brand rather than to a perfume centric.
Oh,
So
lovely.
yes,
Amazing.
this is on our books already.
That's super. That's super. So, what do you think is the core differentiator of your brand versus any other perfume brand in the market? Why
All
do
right,
people
so
love you?
this is a very different idea. What I got from people, what I got from other people. I've got messages
Hmm.
from our customers like, "We love your perfume," and one of the guy bought 4 bottles. Sorry, not three, 4 bottles
Mm-hmm.
at one go, and he's like, "I love your perfume. I'm gonna use it." So how we make difference in this world? It's not about the packaging. It's not about the bottle looking. It's all about the perfume fragrance. All right. If we talk about the packaging, we have a different packaging as compared to other brands. Other brands had that top bottom. Most of them had the magnetic one. But what we did in our packaging is our box is very minimal, nothing else. When you open the
Hmm.
box, there's a story of a perfume. How
Hmm.
what are the artistry? We collaborated with few artists, few painters, few
Oh,
craftsmanships.
lovely.
So we took their ideas like how you can create this fragrance, like what is the fragrance is all about, how you get it. Like we gave them a fragrance. We asked them to just just smell it and give us a picture. So they gave us that picture and we put it on our stickers and on our
Hmm.
packaging. So this is all artistry in our bottle and on our boxes. So that's how we
Hmm.
make a difference as compared to other brands because other brands are getting into the if we talk about the fruity flavor or cherry one, so they made a packaging whole red, very tacky, and I'm not calling out any other brands, but they're doing great. I wish them all the best. But for ourselves, we make it minimalist, very minimal, aesthetically pleasing, not too much to onto a person's eyes. So yes, we are into a millennial sort of thing.
Hmm. Right. And uh, when we were talking backstage the other day, so you've built a perfume which actually smells better when you sweat. Tell us
Yes.
more about it. How does that work?
It was a very funny story to be very honest.
Mm-hmm.
We made a perfume called Rivage Blanc. It is a oceanic accord perfume. I'm not going to say it's a fresh one. It's oceanic accord
Mm-hmm.
perfume. So there was a time like we did our R&D when we are launching before launching our perfume. We do the R&Ds like in our family. In our family we do this and our friends and everywhere. So what there's a science between this changes of the fragrance through our sweat because in Indian sweat we got a lot of sweat in terms of we got the pungent smell. You know the pungent smell you got it. Like if you're not applying any perfumes, any body roll on, or any deodorant, you'll get the pungent smell through your perfume, through your odor. You'll get the
Right.
pungent smell. So that Rivage Blanc mix it with that pungent smell. It gives you that more citrusy, more lemonish flavor and more lemonish fragrance. That's how it got blend with it with our perfume and give us that flavor. So there's no secret to be very honest. There's the one ingredient we use called ambroxin. Ambroxin, people, it comes out through our dolphin vomit.
Okay.
So this is the ambroxin which comes out from dolphin vomit and where you get the fragrance out of it when you mix up with dolphin vomit is into the water and water had a lot of waste if you talk about you know like your fishes were there most of people are like polluting everything. So ambroxan is the one
Hmm.
who make it clear, who ambroxan is not a boon. It's not a ban, or no, it's a boon. It's a good thing in a perfume. Most people use ambroxin for the oceanic
Mm-hmm.
flavor, for oceanic fragrances. So
Right.
ambroxin mixed with your sweat, it gives you that citrusy and lemonish flavor.
Wow, that's pretty cool. You're right now, staying small and in-house, right? So, what are your
Yes.
plans to scale for the next few years? How do you plan to?
All right. So, and most probably in after October, coming October, we're gonna plan different ways and talk about we gonna scale it more bigger channels. We are getting into our apps as well. We're launching our app as well, rather than to make work easy for our consumers to our customers as well. And we are opening a restaurant as I already mentioned. We
Right.
are we are opening our merch as well. We're launching our merch. It's not about the éclat Maison much, but yes, we got a different approach. We've studied the market so far. We're getting out the accessories according to your perfumes, like for a travel pack, for like we'll give you cases as well for your perfume
Hmm.
cases, your travel pack cases and your bags. Like we are getting into this as well. So this is how we're gonna
Amazing.
make it to our lifestyle brand. We'll build a
Right.
community around it. So this is what we are thinking right now.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And as like the Indian perfume market as it is almost projected to become double in the next 5 years. So of course we're
Yes.
sitting at a very very interesting point for the industry right now. But do you want to focus on India, or do you want to eventually become like a global export product from India?
Yes, we thought something like we are thinking towards that as well, to go global as well. But for now, for our Indian consumer, because I made the perfume, we created perfumes for Indian consumers, for Indian suitable weathers as well. So that's why we are getting into Indian market. We'll hold on to our market. Once
Hmm.
we got a good hold to our consumer, we've got a good community, so then we'll go global. And
Hmm.
yes, it's in our books as well. We definitely gonna go global. We'll open stores out in other countries as well. We have everything planned accordingly. If everything works accordingly and as per our plan, we'll definitely soon you're gonna see us in Paris as well.
Amazing, amazing, great, Shantanu. This is very cool what you're doing. Do you have some last piece of advice for other entrepreneurs who are right now maybe maybe studying abroad, want to come back to their home country and start something? Do you have some piece of advice for them?
Yes, I do, because I'm not that intelligent. I'm not that very good at advices, but yeah, there's one which someone gave to me. I'm gonna pass it through you guys as well through Rachit's platform. So there's one advice, like if you feeling something, if you got any idea, rather than putting into a dump, just start working on it and don't ever think about money. Just start working, start writing. Just few lines, like whatever thing, whatever thought in coming into your mind, just start writing and just go for it. Never thought like, will I make money, or how much money I'm going to invest in it will be in a profit or something. Just go for it, because once you start working on it, at least get into the market, and then you'll see you'll make mistake, then you correct it, then you go ahead. So you're never gonna stop. You're never gonna stay still where you are right now. And come
Hmm.
back to India. We've got a lot of opportunity in India.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. I think that's very true. There's definitely opportunity in our home country now. Thank you for doing this, Shantanu, and wishing you all the best.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much for
Rathi, for
doing
having
this.
me.
You definitely,
So I'd love to come again with you, and we definitely gonna stay connected. And
absolutely.
through in your session, I've learned everything before coming on to our podcast as well.
Thank you, Shantanu. No, it was my pleasure to have you on the podcast, and yeah, like looking for I'm of course following your journey everywhere. So really looking
Thank
forward
you,
to see Eclat grow 10 times where we are today. And
thank you so much.
yes, thank you so much. Yes, bye
Thank you,
bye.
thank you for the time.